Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Am I talking to the best of the best of the best of the best? Yes or not? Yes or not? There is someone that for some reason just cannot disconnect from Papa today. So what do we do? What do you guys tell me? It's the voice of the customer. This is Flamengo jersey, ok? O que o Flamengo faz? Gol! Gol! Quantos gols que o Flamengo fez? Não?
Só vai dar um momento tocando.
Tenta pegar lá. Não, essa põe uma musiquinha. Guys, thank you so very much. This is real. I really don't know how to disconnect from Arthurzinho today. Yeah, he's a little bit emotional, but we'll find a way. We'll find a way. Tenta botar uma musiquinha.
Vem cá ver o William pelado.
How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing?
Cadê o William pelado?
Okay. Thank you so very much for being here in our session number 4. Beautiful Jan 8. Today is the birthday of my sister, Marina. And I'm very happy to be with you guys here. And I need to know, are you guys taking notes? Yes or not? Type here for me. Are you guys taking notes? Yes or not? Please let me know. Thank you guys. Yeah, remember that it's important to watch the sessions here, but also to review your notes. And in case you want to have your version of the project template, you can just go ahead, click in File, and make a copy, okay? That's a very good strategy, in fact, because then you can rewrite with your own words. You can go ahead and add things that I'm talking about, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. If we had to separate Lean from Six Sigma, which one has more to do with variation reduction? Yes, Janos, you can download. Let me show you. If you prefer, you can come here in File, and download as PDF, as PowerPoint. And if you want, you can make a copy. File, make a copy, entire presentation. Okay? Yeah, Six Sigma is more related to variation reduction. And Lean has to do with waste reduction, okay? Waste reduction. We do have a framework named DMake, yeah? And remember that we have, take a look, listened to the voice of the customer, yeah? Spoken and unspoken voice of the customer. Then we have translated voice of the customer into CTQs, 2 CTQs. Then we had a chance to create a good problem statement including VOC and VOB, voice of the customer and voice of the business. Then we used SMART to define the goal statement for CTQ1 and also CTQ2. Then we've mapped our process high level using SciPoc and detailed map. By the way, where should we start when we are creating our SciPoc? First of all, we need to go to Gemba, go to Gemba, go to Gemba, go to Gemba. And then you should start by which step of SciPoc? You guys tell me. By process, beautiful, beautiful. Then detailed PMAP, who remembers what's the recommendation in terms of number of process steps? Because see, here you have a decision in terms of granularity, yeah? What's the granularity that I am recommending for you guys? Max. How many steps? Yeah, 50 steps. And remember, this is pretty much a general recommendation, okay? If you have a detailed PMAP with 100 steps, your project will not be canceled, yeah? But it's an important recommendation. Beautiful? Amazing. Then we had a very good conversation about measurement system analysis. Guys, just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So we had an important conversation about measurement system analysis. Remember, repeatability, reproducibility, and also accuracy, okay? Amazing. And then we had another very important conversation about process stability. By the way, do you guys remember the control chart that I have used for continuous data? For continuous data, which control chart I used to evaluate, stability, process stability for delivery time, continuous data, I chart, beautiful, I chart. And for discrete data, for proportion of defective items, I have used P chart, yeah? Beautiful. What's the name that we give when we have one data point above upper control limit and or below lower control limit? What's the name? So my process is said to be out of control when we have one almost, many people say special case, but in fact it's special cause. Special cause. Yeah, outlier is more for box plot, because the definition of outlier is mathematically different from special cause. Special cause is from Walter Schilhert, 1920s, and it's really about process stability, meaning I am collecting my data over time. Yeah, that's why the data points are connected. And then if I have one data point above upper control limit and or one data point below lower control limit, what I say is this process is out of control, so it's unpredictable. So if the process is unpredictable, meaning sometimes I play like Ronaldinho, like Neymar, and sometimes I'm terrible, on a management point of view, this is worse than playing constantly terribly. Do you guys understand that? On a management point of view, it's better to have a process that is terrible every time versus a process that sometimes is amazing, sometimes it's like, I don't know if I should say that, but it's like people. Do you prefer your friend that is always, good morning? I don't think this is a good morning. Have a great day. I don't think this is a great day. The person is always gray, or do you prefer a person that sometimes it is super excited and happy and enthusiastic, and sometimes you don't know why the person is completely changed in terms of, the mood. Do you guys understand me? Yeah? So, yeah, unpredictability is by far one of the worst enemies of management. I'll say that again. Unpredictability is by far one of the most terrible enemies of management, because if you cannot predict, at least at a certain level with margin of error, you are pretty much gambling, you are pretty much, you need to pray quite a lot, even more. If you are a kind of person that is spiritually developed, if you are dealing with completely unpredictable processes, you need to intensify, your prayers. Yeah. The populated notes you can find here on the description of this video. Okay? Beautiful? Yeah? Amazing. Excellent. So, special cause. So, one or more data points outside control limits. Yeah? Then after evaluating process stability, what did we do? What did we do after evaluating process stability? So we have evaluated process capability. And process capability, I am talking pretty much about sigma level. Can we have negative sigma level? Yes. Can we have -2? Yes. -4? Yes. -10? Yes. By the way, sigma level equals 0 means you have 50% of defective items. Yeah? Our dream is 6 sigma, meaning 2 ppb, 2 parts per billion, 2 problems per billion. And a good industry standard is 4 ppb. So again, let me see if I can do Elton John. No YouTube strike today. Come on, guys. Come on. No YouTube strike today. I need to run my session. Can you feel? It's a Elton John on samba. Elton John in Rio de Janeiro. Can you feel the love tonight? Can you feel the flow? Can you feel the flow? VOC, spoken and unspoken. Voice of the customer, and then translated into CTQs. After that, we write down a good problem statement in our project charter. Then we have good goal statements using SMART principles: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Then we map high level, helicopter view, SIPOC, and then detailed PMAP. It's all connected. Then I check the measurement system for the CTQs. I'm measuring delivery time for the pizza and also percentage of bad pizzas. Then I check stability for the CTQs. Do you see everything is connected? So I chart for delivery time, P chart for proportion or percentage of bad pizzas. Then I check sigma level for delivery time and for proportion of defective pizzas. Are you guys following me? Now it's time to talk about the reasons why we are facing these problems. So why do we have the car completely off the garage? Why do we have a process that is showing an average delivery time of 15 minutes when my customer wants in less than 10 minutes. Why? So how do we run root cause RCA, root cause analysis? There are many different strategies. For yellow belts, a good strategy would be go to Gemba again. You go to Gemba again. Go to Gemba, walk the process. Smell the process, you know? Talk to people, listen. And by the way, when you go to Gemba, you don't finger point. You don't recommend things. You don't boss around. If you go to Gemba and you are bossing around, you did not understand anything. You go to Gemba as a sponge, as a student. I want to learn. I want to take pictures. I'm just reporting. I'm taking pictures and I'm learning. Yeah? Then you go to Gemba and you collect, you listen from the experts, you know, potential reasons, potential causes for for the problems that you are trying to solve. And again, in this case, delivery time, and also bad pizzas where customers are complaining about. Then you have a huge list of potential causes. Now you have a huge list of potential causes. Yeah? Because you are diverging. And by the way, at this point, anything is acceptable. At this point, anything is acceptable. Anything. Then you need to converge to what we call critical potential causes. You can do this simply placing the potential causes. Yeah, let's take a look here. Just quickly. R&R and bias, as I said, then we had historical data. We've checked stability. Both processes are stable. Then we have negative 4.5 sigma level for delivery, 1.26, yeah? So we have collected potential causes for CTQ1, potential causes for CTQ2. I've recommended waste identification every time that you are dealing with time, okay? When you want to optimize lead time, cycle time, yes? And Ishikawa, the famous Ishikawa, when you have quality problems, okay? Then many times you can simply place a list of potential causes to the experts, and sometimes you have one very, very, very good expert that you can rely on, and the person can just go ahead and say, I guarantee that the problem in this process, the top offender is the fact that the chef is there spending way too much time to place the olive perfectly symmetrical. Are you guys following me? Okay, wonderful. This is a hypothesis, less than a thesis. Now, I need to validate with data. Remember that? Validate with data. For yellow belt, you don't need to know exactly what's a t-test, what's a t-distribution. Who is William Gossett? If you are into stats, you know William Gossett, you know? Some people say that he was kind of afraid that his paper, that his research would not be relevant. And then he signed off as student. He did not put his name. Yeah, we'll never know if this is true or not. Yeah, but that's why they call T distribution, T of student. But in fact, the creator, the father of T distribution is William Gossett. Yeah, United Kingdom is the birthplace of many great, important names of stats. You find Fisher, Ronald Fisher. You will find many Ronald Fisher, and we need to talk about Pearson, Carl Pearson as well. Yeah, that came in fact before Fisher. Yes, but the relevance of Fisher's work is brutal. Yeah, many people consider Fisher as the successor of Charles Darwin. Yeah, due to the relevance of his work. Beautiful. So here, the only thing you need to know is there is a guy named p-value. P stands for probability, if you want. And p varies from 0 to 1. 0 to 1, 0 to 100%. Yeah? And then who remembers what's the max risk that we can take? Because see, we are taking a sample, we ran a test. I ran a test with the regular procedure. The average time is 15 minutes. And then I ran a test without this method, this procedure. I just placed the olives as symmetrical as possible. That's what I did. And then I'm comparing these two data sets using a powerful and important, a respected, statistical strategy. And then we had 0. So the risk of saying that inadequate method to place olives is the root cause is pretty much 0. Meaning I can go ahead and state that we've found a root cause. So do you agree? Type here for me, professional, if you agree that this is a professional approach. This is a professional approach. Yeah? So see, we are not guessing. We are not guessing. I am not changing the method of placing the olives because I guess this is important. I think Brazil will win the World Cup. I think pepperoni pizza is the best pizza in this planet. I think. It's just my opinion. No, here we don't think. We have listened to the voice of the customer. We identified our problem. We've measured using historical data. We have mapped out our current state, our current processes. I have evaluated stability, capability. I've diverged with many experts. I have observed many things. I have converged to the most critical potential causes, and I have tested with data. Come on! Type here for me. This is science. This is science. So I remember at Delphi, a very good friend, Adriano Almeida, very good friend. I had a chance to, he was completely against Lean Six Sigma, completely against. And I was able to convert him to the Lean Six Sigma. And today he's an amazing quality professional. I think he's the quality manager of GE here in Itajubá, in my city. And we had a chance to work together at Delphi, yeah? And I remember that at some day, he told me, Marcelo, how do you have these insights? How do you have these insights? And I told Adriano, there is no insight. The only thing I did not have any insight. You know, I did not simply woke up this morning and I think we should change. I think we should change. I am receiving, a signal from Mars, that is saying that we should change the method of placing the olives. No. I am using a method. I am just using a method. A sequence of steps that are brutally logical. And to be honest, I don't know if this is rocket science. I don't think this is rocket science. We are diverging and converging, converging. I listen to many customers and I converge to the most important customers. I map out my process with many different steps and I converge to the most critical steps. I diverge to many different potential causes and I converge to the root cause. This is beautiful, in fact. I know This is my opinion, that it is beautiful because I pay all of my bills since 2001. Many of you guys were not born in 2001, but since 2001, I pay all of my bills using this. I had a chance to work for important multinational companies doing exactly what I'm teaching. You know, I became financially independent back in 2017 applying this. I am teaching online here since 2020. Yeah, but before that, I have applied and I still apply. I still run projects. So this is serious stuff. And I find this beautiful and powerful. But few people truly understand that. I'll say that again. Few people truly understand that. This is good and bad. This is bad because many times it damages the reputation of the method. Many times. Because there are so many people that don't properly understand that, you know, it damages the reputation of the method. But it is good because if you truly understand that, you will see that you will be naturally more relevant. That's the final goal. The final goal is definitely, I want companies, or if you are an independent consultant, I want customers, I want companies and customers begging to have you on their teams. Do you guys understand that? My objective with you guys is I want you to be so very much desired by companies. Type here for me, employability. That's a hard, Marcelo, can you go a little bit easier? Can you say, you know, maybe an easier word, but if you can, please type employability. At the end of the day, it's really about you guys being more employable. And if we can expand this concept a little bit, again, I know that many people like to work in corporate worlds, but think with me here. Where can we apply these things that I'm talking about? What's the applicability of this? Where can we find chronic problems? Type here for me. Where can we find chronic problems? In pharmaceutical, yes. Automotive, yes. Banking, insurance companies, yes. But can I apply this in bakeries? Yes. Can I apply this in pizzerias, in restaurants, in gas stations, in local pharmacies, in SMEs, small and medium enterprise? Guys, please don't get this wrong. Lean Six Sigma is specific for chronic problems. But where do we have chronic problems? At my house. There are problems here that I still don't know the root cause. There are problems within myself that I still don't know the root causes. There are problems in the bakery right in front of my house that they don't know the root cause. And in fact, we will never know the root cause of everything. Meaning, infinite demand. Infinite demand. That's why it's continuous improvement. It's a journey, not a destination. It's a journey, not a destination. There will be always some room for improvement. Yeah? Are you guys following me? So again, my opinion is biased, but I believe this is a great area to deep dive, you know? And nowadays we have many resources in terms of automation powered by AI. So it's way easier for each of you guys here have relevant, beautiful, exciting, purposeful businesses that do not depend on having a team. You can be an independent consultant promoting amazing impact to many companies via consulting and or training without the need of having, a huge team. We are right now in 108 countries. We have more than 130,000 students. And my business runs almost fully automated. So you guys can do the same. You guys can do the same, the very same. Again, teaching or solving problems via consultancy. Are you guys following me? So there are many different ways for you guys to apply the things that I am showing here for you, okay? Type exciting if you understand that this is exciting, okay? Remember that sometimes we will not be able to validate the root cause, okay? And that's okay, that's okay. Sometimes we'll collect data and then we'll see that the root cause was not validated. P-value is greater than 0.05, yeah, 5%. Now we have basically two root causes. One for delivery time, that is the fact that the person is placing the olives, symmetrically. So the chef is extra processing or over processing. And for quality, we found out that we were using expired olives. Okay, so type 2 root causes if you understood that. 2 root causes, one for delivery time and one for quality. Okay, now it is time to improve, meaning now it is time to go ahead and define our solutions, okay? And then how do we identify potential solutions? How should we identify potential solutions, guys? How should we identify potential solutions? Now it's time for us to go ahead and show how smart we are, right? Now it is time for us to present, solutions and show how genius we project leaders, how genius we are, right? No, this is completely wrong. Who should define the solutions? Who should define the solutions? It's not the customer. It's not properly the customer. It's the expert, Edmund. Yes, Edmund. Yeah, the expert, and you can include the management, the owner, and why it is so important that the solutions come from your people. The solution must come from your people. Why? Why a good therapist never says what you need to do. A really good therapist never says, stop doing this, do this. A good therapist goes managing with reflections, questions. So you must conclude yourself that you should not go through this path, you should go here. Why? Because when the decision of change comes from yourself, you ridiculously, brutally maximize the chances of having sustainable solutions, participative approach. Yeah, there is a syndrome named not invented here. Not invented here. Not invented here. That reflects the natural reaction that all of us at different levels we have to reject recommendations. All of us, we have at different levels, you know, a natural tendency to reject what comes from outside. Why? Because it's my life. It's my life, it's my process, it's my business. I have a 2-year-old son. I suffer so much from not invented here syndrome when someone comes and says, you should not do this to your son. Your son should eat more vegetables. Your son should blah, 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 blah. What is inside myself, in my nature, is stop talking about my son, because you did not understand that it is my son. It is my son, not your son. And this is wrong. This is not good. This is not good. This is, in fact, not invented here. Is an effect of the root cause ego. It has to do with ego, pride, you know, that all of us, we need to manage that. The ideal approach is diverge and converge. You listen to everything. You listen to everything, and then you filter out the things that do not make sense. But when you stop receiving different voices, there is a risk that you operate in a bubble. Are you guys understanding that? And there's nothing worse than a bubble. Nothing. Because then you are limited. Yeah? So you must have different sources, and you must be wise enough to diverge and know that you don't need to apply everything that you receive. People pleasers, they suffer from that. You know, they suffer from that because people pleasers, they want to implement all voices. Then you get sick. You get sick and you get so much overwhelmed. Yeah. And but the equivalent of these to improve phase in a Lean Six Sigma project is you must give, and we call this VOE, and this is not a joke, this is real. It's not VOE, voice of the employee. Voice of the employee. So now it's time for the employee to, in front of the root cause, you know, define, design, you know, solution. But Marcelo, it is so obvious. It is so obvious. The chef is placing the olives perfectly symmetrical. It's just to tell the chef to stop placing like that. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. I need to lose 5 kilograms. I love sugar. I love so very much. Brigadeiro, brigadeiro, brigadeiro. I traveled to the US quite a lot. This year, past year, I spent 25% of the year in the United States, the entire month of Feb. Half of August, September, and half of October. So 3 months in the US. How can you tell me to control sugar when you have Cheesecake Factory in this insane, lemon pie or the classic lemon cheesecake? Why? Why have you guys created that? So I know I should not have so much sugar. I know. But does it mean that I strictly follow what I know I should be doing? No, it's not that easy. That's why there is an entire umbrella named change management. Change management. And if you think that a black belt course is, the entire body of knowledge, it's 120 hours, of training, the entire black belt program. You have like 200 hours only for change management. You can find courses of 200 hours only for change management. Yeah? So it's 30% science and 70% art. It's 30% numbers, 70% heart. Yeah, if you want to be a good problem solver, you must exercise being a good person. You must be kind. I strongly recommend you being a good person, meaning turn on your radar to feel people. Yeah, empathy. You can practice empathy. You can exercise empathy. It's exercisable. Yeah, do that. Yeah, because if you are within yourself only and you believe that to be an amazing problem solver, you just need to master the make and what's the difference between a t-distribution and a binomial distribution, and the formula of the normal problem distribution. If you believe that this is enough to be a good problem solver, you are wrong. Yes, sometimes you just need to listen and the person needs to trust you because you are really trustworthy. Yeah? Yes, you can exercise being a good person. Because again, our nature is evil. You guys know that. Our nature is evil. If you just let it go, is dangerous. Let it go is dangerous. I don't want to get another strike here from YouTube, so I'm not even sing the song, Let it go strategy is dangerous. So let's put the experts together. You can even run an event to to provoke, the solutions, potential solutions creation from them. And then if they feel that they really own the process and they are designing the solutions, you will be brutally maximizing the chances of having the solutions implemented, and also implemented in a way that is sustainable. That is sustainable, okay? Does it make sense, yes or not? Yes, exactly. And here is maybe the best phase in your project to use AI. Okay? So my recommendation for you is you never start from AI. Never do that. You start with the expert so they feel that they own the stuff. And then from the initial list of potential solutions, you can generate more solutions with AI. Yeah, and by the way, from 0 to 10, where are you in AI? 10 means I use every day, and 0 means what is AI? And it's okay if you are 0, okay? So 10 is I am using AI every single day, and 0 is I have no idea. So 3, 10, 5, 0, okay? 5, 9, 5, 10, I see many 10s, 1. Yeah, so very first thing, remember, attention, ladies and gentlemen. You will be using AI only after you understand the principles and concepts. So please do not use AI for Lean Six Sigma if you don't know exactly what is process stability, what's process capability, because you will be in trouble. You will be in trouble. There are many papers and even podcasts and YouTube videos about the alerts of AI hallucinations. So be careful. I don't want you guys to lose your job because you have fully relied on an AI output. Remember, we are living the 30 or the 50th AI wave. AI, in fact, is from the 50s, like 70 years ago. And then we had what they call AI winter. Then we had another one maybe on 70s, 80s. Then another AI winter, meaning they pretty much, forgot that AI was something relevant. And now we are living the 30 that comes and then right after we have the fourth and then the 50th. But you can consider this entire block the 30 wave because we did not have a proper winter. So the difference now is that the granularity is just bizarre, My mother, that is 75 years old, she used AI. My father, almost 80 years old, he used AI. So now we had the same phenomena of internet, of personal computers in 1980s, yes, because it has reached its single person, yeah? Beautiful. But we still need to be very careful at the input and the output. Yeah, we must be very complete, very diligent in the way we ask things and very critical in how we evaluate the output. Again, diligent, complete, We must pay attention when we ask things, the way we ask, and we must be very critical in when we are evaluating an output. Are you guys following me? And what does AI do exactly? Imagine that I am running multiple searches, yeah? But I am able to customize the output and present something very much connected to what you have asked. Do you guys understand that? Yeah? So again, it doesn't mean it is accurate, yeah? But definitely it is something that you cannot be unaware. So I saw many zeros, okay? From the very bottom of my heart today, install any app of AI, and start playing. with anything. You know, be careful, but start playing. You cannot be completely unaware of AI, okay, in Jan 80, 2026. I will be using here the famous ChatGPT, yeah? And if you don't know what's ChatGPT, imagine that you are asking to a very smart teenager, but very smart and very knowledgeable, but it's a teenager, okay? I am running a Lean Six Sigma project to reduce the delivery time of vegetarian pizza. We found out that the chef that works there for the past 20 years is extra processing to place olives perfectly symmetrical in the pizza slice. One olive per pizza slice, 8 slices. Generate 5 potential solutions for this root cause. Yeah, and again, you can do even, better, than that. Great root cause. This is a classic lean extra processing waste driven by craftsmanship habits rather than customer value. So we are putting something it's a habit from, someone that is doing by hand on top of what's important to customer. Yeah? So we can redefine the CTQ with customer, validate whether perfectly symmetrical olives are actually valued by customers. Beautiful. So here it's an opportunity to say that we know that placement does not bring value to customer. Okay? Show me just the 5 potential solutions. Okay, just to make it linear. Yeah. Randomized olive placement standard, pre-portioned olive containers, time-limited placement rules set a maximum allowed time to olive placement, remove slice-based thinking, transfer olive placement to a prep step. Are you guys following me? We will not be judging if the solutions are good or not. I just want you to understand the mechanics. Type here for me, mechanics. Yeah, will not be here because the idea of chatting is that you can fine tune. I can, keep talking to ChatGPT until I see 5 solutions that make, total sense. But I will not do that. I just want you guys to understand the mechanics. So, show me the list. No explanations. Let me just take the list of 5 potential causes. I'm gonna place here. So this is potential solutions for CTQ1, okay? CTQ1, that is the extra processing. Okay? the extra processing. Are you guys following me? On a real project, what would you do? On a real project, you would first of all run this initial list with the experts, yeah, and then you would go ahead and generate and populate with more items from artificial intelligence. And then we want to prioritize, before we define and execute the action plan, we want to prioritize and understand the solutions that have high impact and low effort. Do you guys understand that? Meaning, what are the solutions that will promote an amazing impact to this process, meaning addressing the problem, and the effort is quite low. You know, effort, I mean money, I mean time, I mean resources in general. And this is amazing to be used with artificial intelligence, okay? So we can ask, prioritize these potential solutions using impact effort criteria, okay? ChatGPT is not the best app for images, especially graphs and tables. So you definitely don't want to keep fighting ChatGPT, you know, please use red, this tone of red, this tone of green. Don't do that. Don't do that. So you don't need to have a matrix like this. You can just go ahead and this is for, we are interested in the pretty much in the content, yeah? So high low. So I'm gonna place this guy here. High impact and low effort. So randomized olive placement standard. Just put as symmetrical as possible, but pretty much, you know, no energy spent on the placement of the olives. Are you guys following me? So here I would have two different solutions. This is high, medium. We don't like medium. We don't like medium. It's just high and low. So let's consider medium as low, okay? Let's consider medium as low. No, I'm sorry. Let's consider medium as high, okay? As high. So I'm gonna place it here. I'm gonna place, this is high, low. Yeah, or just to guarantee we are not confused, please use only high and low, okay? Only high and low. Only high and low. Beautiful. High impact, low effort. And again, we are not, will not be evaluating if the solutions are really amazing solutions. I just want to show you guys the mechanism that I am using, okay? Then low, 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 Yeah, low is terrible. There is a very bad joke that they say that this is low. There's low impact and low effort. So this is for interns. I don't like this joke. You know, I love interns, but they say that this is intern's job. Low effort and low impact and high effort we call dog. This is terrible. If you are spending way too much time, energy, money, and the impact is low, I mean, you must eliminate that and definitely do not consider. And when we have the creme de la creme is high impact and low effort. But sometimes you have high impact and high effort. So the recommendation is you break down, you phase, and then you implement little by little. Okay? Yeah, move olive placement to prep stage. To prep stage, ChatGPT is recommending. Guys, again, this is a simple example with some extreme scenarios, but do you understand the flow? Isn't it beautiful? We have diverged into different solutions, and now I will not be implementing the 5 solutions. Out of the 5 solutions, I'll be implementing only 3. Do you guys understand that? Type beautiful if you understand the flow. And then I'll do the same for CTQ2. I'll go a little bit faster because it's the same mechanics. It's the same mechanism. Okay, so let me do the same. Let me do the same. Let me take the prompt here. To reduce vegetarian pizza quality problem, we found out that they are using expired olives. Generate 5 potential solutions, okay? Implement first in, first out with clear date labeling. Introduce daily ingredient expiration checks. Use color-coded labels for expiration status. Reduce olive inventory levels and reorder frequency. Assign single ownership for ingredient quality controls. Okay. So let me go ahead and yeehaw. Okay, 1.5. Are you guys following me? Now I'm gonna do the same for CTQ2. So prioritize using impact effort. The best of the best of the best of the best. The best of the best of the best of the best. So CTQ2. CTQ2. Meow. Implementing FIFO with clear date labeling. FIFO, first in, first out. Daily ingredients Beautiful. So we also have here 3 solutions that are high impact and low effort. Yeah. Then high, reduce olive inventory levels. And I'm gonna place this one here. Okay? So again, can you feel? Type here for me, I can feel the flow tonight. No. Completely in tuned. Completely. Now, I hope you can see the light. Come on, guys. Many times we just want to do the right things, but no, there is an audit. And then we need to clear everything as fast as possible because the auditor is coming. I know that maybe you just hate checking the box. Maybe you just hate doing things just because your boss told you to do. Maybe you just hate to run superficial analysis. So I hope this conversation that we are having here is representing light for you. If you can see the light, type here, I can see the light. Yeah, because again, I'm sorry if I am being too Latino. Maybe I am being too Brazilian, too emotional. But this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I have built my entire professional life out of this, running this. And then the more you use, the more natural it becomes, you know? So you are easily and naturally making decisions, for example, based on impact effort, you know, collecting data. So this is beautiful. There is so much value in this. There is so much value. If you can see the light, type I can see the light. Okay? And you know that the light is not on me. The light is not in this guitar. Where is the light? Where is the light? You tell me. The light is, boom, within each of you guys. You saw an ad on internet, you have registered for that, you came to a WhatsApp group, you came to session 1, you are taking notes, you came back on session 2. I know you guys work hard during the day, many people are from Asia, and then you need to watch this session during the night. And then you came to session 3, and then you are here on day 4 with me. Many hours, many notes. The light is on you. If possible, type here for me. The light is on me. Come on. Let's feel this vibration. Type here for me. The light is on me. Yeah, it's very important to separate what you do, what you have, from who you are. Yeah, you are here with me. You fixed my cup. You fixed my cup. What can I say about you? What can I say about you? You gave, an opportunity for a Brazilian that speaks a very special language. I speak Brasinglish. You gave a chance to a Brazilian guy speaking a very rare language, Brasinglish, to teach you something important. Yeah, and I know that you are already a different person. That's crazy, right? To know that today, the year has just started, but if you compare your version in terms of process investigation, your version on Monday night versus your version right now, it is so much different. Do you guys understand? Type here for me, I'm growing. The light you shared will shine to those who need it most, like us. Then empowered the same light to others through kindness you shared. Thank you guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I feel blessed and honored to be here with you guys. Thank you. Now, Let me see if I understood. Voice of the customer, spoken and unspoken, CTQs. And then project problem statement, goal statement, then SciPoc, detailed PMAP, measurement system analysis, repeatability, reproducibility, accuracy, stability analysis, I chart, P chart, sigma level for continuous data, discrete data. Then let's diverge on potential causes. Waste identification, Ishikawa. Then we go ahead and you converge to the most critical potential causes. Then we have validated with data, hypothesis test, t-test, and two proportions. Now we have diverged again with solutions, with our people, Here I have used AI just because we don't have our people here. So start with your people. And then you maximize, you populate even more with AI. Then you converge using impact effort matrix. Now I have the best solutions. Let's implement these solutions. After I implement these solutions, what should I do? What should I do? Imagine that now the solutions, the 6 solutions, 3 and 3, they were implemented. What do we do? Control, but how good the solutions were? How good? Validate process improvement. So now it's time to recollect our data. If you are here with me, this is so important. Now let me use another resource. I'm gonna use all the resources to guarantee that you guys are here with me. Now YouTube will not catch me. George Lucas, master. And this is a movie, George Lucas, and this is John Williams, professor, John Williams, professor. So now I need to recollect data, and I will need to check 3 things that we have already learned. I need to recheck stability. I need to recheck sigma level. What's my new sigma level? And I need to check if the improvement is statistically significant. Remember, p-value. I need to check if the risk in stating that the improvement is statistically significant, if the risk is low. So if possible, type here for me. I need to check stability, capability, and significance. Stability, capability, and significance. Stability, control charts, I chart, P chart. Capability, sigma level. Let me see, before we had minus 0.4, 0.5. Let's see now. And significance. Significance meaning, let's check if the improvement is statistically significant. And I do have new data. For quality and also for delivery. Yeah, let me just... Guys, while I organize the data, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to my YouTube channel, and also to follow me on LinkedIn. Before taking the test, I'll be talking about the test today. Before taking the test, you should give this love to me. You should subscribe to my channel and you should follow me on LinkedIn. Come on! So, Minitab. And because these 3 things I have already presented to you, I will go kind of fast on that, okay? Because I'm talking about things that I taught you. So, delivery time. And remember, for yellow belts, you don't need to install Minitab. You don't need to replicate what I'm doing. If you come to my black belt, then you'll be learning everything in details, okay? So let me take the baseline. Let me take the baseline. So I'm gonna call this stage. I'm gonna call this before. Bafero. This is dyslexia level 1. Dyslexia level 1. And this is real. Before. This is real. I struggle with this for a few decades. But I'm here. I'm here. Control C, boom. Control C, Control V, Control V. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the new data from improved process. Again, this is a simulated project. It's a very, how do I say? This is very much exaggerated, okay? But extreme, but it's really for learning purpose, okay? I wanna keep it as simple as possible. So it's obvious, just by looking at these numbers, that we have promoted a positive impact. But again, I wanna guarantee that you fully understand the mechanics so you can replicate what I'm doing. So this is before and after, yeah? And after. And so the very first thing I'll do is I'm gonna run an eye chart. Eye chart, control chart, boom, 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 eye chart. I believe here you guys will get emotional. So if you wanna cry, you can cry. So we have different stages. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what can you tell me when you see this? Isn't it beautiful? This is beautiful or what? Type here emotional. If you get emotional when you see that mean has reduced from 14.73 to 5.57, it is stable, and also the variation has reduced. I'm gonna add here. Let me add reference lines, 10. So this is customer specification, you know? So see that now the process is definitely below 10. Yes, this is beautiful or what? So my process is stable. Let's write down this. Let's write down this. Process is stable. Mean has clearly reduced. Delivery time, this is a passport for promotion. Because this is a very strong argument, you know, about the process improvement. Do you guys agree? Passport for promotion. Delivery time mean has reduced from 14.73 to 5.57 minutes. variation has reduced. Improved process is stable. Process is, no, let's save. I have added 10, but conceptually, we should leave specification limits only for capability analysis, okay? Conceptually speaking, okay? But that's okay, that's okay. So this is exciting or what? This is exciting or what? Yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. And by the way, let me place here a green face. Green face. Yeah, now let me evaluate capability. Capability. So capability analysis. And again, if you want to fully understand what I'm doing, black belt is for you. Probably at this time, you should be feeling. If you feel an uncontrollable desire to deep dive and get more, type here for me, I want more. Because if right now, at this point, if you want more, black belt is for you. Black belt is for you. If you, Marcelo, I want this world, I want to be part of this world, you know? Black belt is for you. So, stat, quality tools, capability analysis, multiple variables, delivery time 30, by variables, stage, lower spec is 0, boundary, upper spec is 10. Yeah, and I wanna see the sigma level, you know? I wanna see the new sigma level. Let me just do one thing here. This is OCD. This is OCD. This is problem of Professor Marcelinho. Professor Marcelinho has some problems. He likes to see before, and he likes to see after. I have problems in seeing before, after, and after, before. It doesn't make any sense. So don't get mad at me, but I want to see before, and after. Come on, Minitab. Be nice to Papa. Be nice to Papa. So sigma level. This is another passport for promotion. Delivery time, sigma level. Has improved from, who can see, I know it's small, but who can see, minus 4.515 to what? Who can see? Ah, come on. Who can see? 6. Or let me do something like this. Yeah, 4.5 minus 4.5 from around minus 4.5 to yeah, this is beautiful. Now the car is properly parked in the garage. Amazing improvement. Amazing improvement. So I'm sorry if I am being repetitive, but can you see this is professional, type professional. I am not saying to my boss or to my client that I think process has improvement. I don't think process has improved. I have strong evidences to argue that process has improved, you know? I will not put around. Let me put the real number. Minus 4.515 to 6.090 sigma. Okay? And so I know that the process is stable, the improved process is stable, the improved process is capable. Now I just wanna check if the improvement is statistically significant. So I should have a p-value that is, I should have a p-value, the same test, okay? I should have a p-value that is less than so this is before and after. If you want, you can draw a line here on 10. Yeah? This is another passport. This is one more passport for promotion. Oh, wait a second. I need this. I need this. Another passport for promotion. The risk in stating that the process has improved is 0 because p value equals 0. Are you guys following me? Yeah? So, stability analysis, capability analysis, and significance analysis. So now I'll do the same for quality. Okay? I'll do the same for quality. So let's come here and again. I'm gonna copy the data. Stage is the same, so I'm gonna delete this one. And I'm gonna put total pizzas and bad pizzas. Yeah? And bad pizzas. So, total pizzas. I'm gonna do it again very manually so you understand what I'm doing, okay? So remember, we have a baseline from measure phase, yeah? Or you know what? Because I'll need to, yes, I'll need some data manipulation. So here I'm gonna copy everything to Excel. Okay? To Excel. It's pretty much to repeat the same procedure for discrete data, yeah? But I want to do the complete report so you guys have the full picture. And then we expect to see no special causes. We expect to see sigma level going up, and we expect to see p-value going down, yeah? Less than 0.05. So, and I think I should be sharing my screen. So this is before, right? This is before. Pom, pom. Yeah, and I'm gonna place after here, okay? So let me place after here. After control. And again, we can clearly see that process has improved, but again, I want to run all the statistical analysis. Yeah. Boom, boom. So sample size, defective units. So let me go ahead and copy and paste here. See, Control V. Okay. Bad pizzas, beautiful. This is for before and for after. Control C, Control V, and okay, so let's run the stability analysis. Control chart, P chart. Remember, we have bad pizzas and total pizza. P chart, stages, stage, display. And please, if you get emotional, no problem. You can go ahead and cry if you want. Let me see one thing here. Interesting. Okay, beautiful. So this is beautiful or what? Come on, guys. It should be less than 5%. Yeah, so if you want, you can go ahead and add a reference line here. Yeah. A reference line here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Stability analysis. Then the conclusion is very similar, very similar. This is a passport for promotion. Pizza. Percentage of bad pizzas has reduced from 10.22% to 0.29%. Yeah? 29%. Variation has reduced. Improved process is stable. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I need a new sigma level, to compare with the baseline. Do you guys remember the baseline for sigma level? Do you guys remember that? So we had 1.26. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. So this is the baseline, okay? This is the baseline. So let me go ahead, and now I don't have this multiple capability analysis for discrete data, unfortunately not. So I'll need to copy this, place here, yeah, so this is total and bad pizzas, and then I'm gonna run quality, capability analysis, binomial, bad pizzas, total pizzas, and let's see the new sigma level. Ooh, what's the new sigma level? Ay, 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 mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, it doesn't sound too exciting. Why? Why? Because the industry standard for sigma level is, who remembers? The industry standard for sigma level is, who remembers? Is 4. And I have not exactly reached 4. Can you guys see that? So before we had 1.26, yeah? And now I have 2.76. So what's the main conclusion here? What's the main conclusion? By the way, is it possible in real life that we get like not exactly a green? I would say this is more of a yellow, maybe. Yeah. Yes, it may happen. You just need to know that discrete data is always less sensitive than continuous data. So many times you have in fact promoted a major improvement, but discrete data does not feel exactly, the improvement. Think of, oh, it's late, it's not late. It's good, it's not good. But you don't know like how good or how late. Do you guys understand that? So this is not necessarily a passport for promotion. Quality sigma level has improved from 1.2693 to 2.7620. Yeah. We still have improvement opportunities. Important improvement opportunities. Yes. So again, that's real life. Even knowing we have not reached 4 as sigma level, I can check if this improvement from 1.26 to 2.76 is an improvement that is statistically significant. Yeah? What does it mean? It means that it's not by chance. If you collect more data, very likely you have the same result when you have p-value less than 0.05. Do you guys understand that? And then for significance analysis, I'm gonna place here the total number of pizzas before and the total number of bad pizzas before, the total number of pizzas after, the total number of good pizzas after. So two proportions. Number of trials of events. Number of events, yeah? And so p-value is less than 0.05, very interesting. Even knowing that the improvement is not exactly what we wanted, you know, we have an evidence that this small improvement is statistically significant, meaning this is not simply by chance, yes? So let me place this. One second. Yeah. The risk in stating that, I'm sorry. Ooh. Because we have many people here, it gets really, really, really slow. So let me see. That the process has improved. So I would say here, improvement is statistically significant. Yeah, that's the best way to say. That's the best way to say. And the same thing for the other one. Type here for me if you can feel the flow. Type here for me if you can feel the flow. Can you feel the flow? Yeah? Can you feel the flow? Because now it's control phase. Now it is control phase. Now it is control phase. And in control phase, what I want to do is, now that I know quality is a function of condition of the olives, yeah? And the unit is expired or fresh, and the spec limit is 100% fresh. I just want to work with fresh olives. If I find expired olives, they should be immediately scrapped. Okay? Delivery time. I know that delivery time is a function of the method to place olives. Yeah? The unit randomly versus symmetrical. We should place randomly. Yeah? And then if I find, yeah? If I find randomly, if I find that, if I find that anyone is extra processing in the placement of olives, we should stop extra processing. Okay, here I am trying to keep it as simple as possible, but idea of control plan is really to pay attention on the vital few axes. Axis, X meaning process characteristics. Do you guys understand that? I should pay attention on the vital few so I know that the condition of the olives impact, you know, the quality of the pizza. So let me pay full attention on the condition of the olives. Okay, I know that the method to place the olives brutally impact the delivery time. So let me keep, you know, my eyes on the way people are placing the olives. Yeah? So take a look here. Do you guys understand that? You cannot finish a project without properly transferring to the process owner. And what do I mean by transferring to the process owner? The process owner, Alice, must be happy, must sign off. So let me see if ChatGPT can make an image of Alice in her pizzeria signing off the amazing Lean Six Sigma project, attesting positive results from the wonderful yellow belts. Let's see. But it must be a vegetarian pizza. So the process owner must say, I am happy with that. Do you guys understand that? Type here process owner. If you understand that process owner should say, I agree that this project, I receive this improved process. Yeah? So let's see if we can get a cool image from Alice. And then the very last step is celebration. Let's cartoon mode, vegetarian pizza. The very last step is celebration. Guys, it's so important that you understand that to close cycles, you need to recognize your people. Do you guys understand that? Do you guys understand that? So please celebrate with your people. Next Monday, we will have a moment of celebration to recognize you guys because of the yellow belt, you know, certification. Do you guys understand that? Yeah. So that's it. That's it, guys. That's it. I am not so good with goodbyes, you know, but wow, take a look here. But in terms of content, that's it. Transfer to process owner. Let me just place here a picture for you guys. Lean Six Sigma project success. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And so, guys, have you enjoyed? Have you enjoyed our simulated project? Was that helpful? Type helpful if you found this helpful. So remember, Alice was facing problems in terms of quality and delivery time. So we listened to the voice of the customer. After that, we were able to translate into CTQs. Then high-level process map, SIPOC, then detailed PMAP. Then measurement system analysis, repeatability, reproducibility, and accuracy. Stability analysis with control charts, capability analysis, sigma level. Process is broken, minus 4.5, and then 1.6, I think. Then we went to root cause analysis. We diverged to many potential causes. Then we started converging to critical potential causes and then the root cause with data using hypothesis tests to sample tissue proportions. Today we talked about diverging on potential solutions and converging to the best solutions using impact effort matrix. Based on that, we were able to validate process improvement with stability, capability, and significance. After that, we got a good control plan. Now we need to monitor the condition, how fresh the olives are, and also how is the method of placing the olives. We control that, and then quality and delivery will be much, much, much better. Beautiful. Guys, don't think that we did not improve quality. We improved quality a lot, but the industry standard is 4. 2.6 is way better than 1 point something, way better, okay? But we want to reach at least industry standard, yeah? And let's dream about Six Sigma. Beautiful. Then we have transferred to process owner, and then we have celebrated, yeah? So in terms of content, that's it. What do we have from now? Attention! Do I have your attention? Type here for me. Full attention. Full attention. Stay tuned in your email and also WhatsApp, because next Sunday at 6 p.m. Philippines time, you will be receiving 2 links to take white belt and the yellow belt test. Do you understand that? Please, it's open book. You can check your notes. But you have from today to Sunday to review the YouTube sessions, review the content. Invite more people. If you want to invite more people, they can watch the recordings. They can watch the recordings. Do you guys understand that? Yeah? They can register, get into the WhatsApp group, and they can watch the recordings. And then they can take the test on Sunday at 6 p.m. Marcelo, do I need to take the test on Sunday at 6 p.m.? No. It's from Sunday 6 p.m. until Monday 8 p.m. You have 26 hours. Type 26 hours. 26 hours. Do you understand that? You can take from your cell phone. You can take the test from your cell phone. Can you take the test from a tablet? Yes. From a computer? Yes, you can. How many times? As many times as you want. As many times as you want. Okay? Do you guys understand that? 26 hours. Stay tuned. Stay tuned in your cell phone. Stay tuned. WhatsApp and email. Please write down your name properly. Right after you finish the test, you will be receiving your certificate if you are approved. 50% pass mark for white, 60% pass mark for yellow. Okay? Stay tuned. And then you come on Monday for us to celebrate and also for you to register for black belt. I want to have you guys as my black belt student. On Monday, I will be opening up the registration process for black belt at a very special condition. Very special condition. Take white belt, take yellow belt, be approved, and then you come on Monday for you to celebrate with me and also for us to start our next step, that is green belt and black belt. Yeah? Amazing, type exciting if you understand that. Guys, thank you so very much for embarking in this journey with me. Thank you so very much. I feel honored to be among special people like you. Thank you, Larinha, my support team, for being here. Stay blessed and stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned because the communication will be via email and also via WhatsApp. And see, they are accurate. The renovation has just started. I have agreed that they can start at 10 p.m. Philippines time. They are just starting. Stay blessed. Bye-bye. Review the videos, review the content, okay? Review the videos, review the content. You will do great. Bye-bye.